So, again, energy teachers, man, peace to everyone came to the Parliament, peace to our earth. Like God was saying, we reiterate that. We highlight them every day. This is a Parliament in which, man, we focus our attention on them. History best records in this nation that, especially, I was reiterating the word of God, I think about God, who had in the mail, seeing them do the security at the door. I remember I was young coming through then. But the earth supports all life, right? She not only does she support all life, but she reproduces the light of the sun. Here's some truth. The woman first was called the moon, which she is, because the moon is a reflection of the black woman's intelligence. The moon is on no flag. Some people, oh, yo, the moon's a dead planet. We have nothing dead on our planet. Life and death always no partnerships. Then what I believe, if you can see the moon's here, the earth can see it. So when the sun is shining the light right on the moon, that's the truth in which God has given us. But to actually be the earth, right? Not only do you need the proper knowledge, but you need to also produce the seeds as well. Now, when this was said, and this continues to be said, people say, damn, God, why you say that? Because it's about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's the whole purpose of the building these floors. What makes rain hailstones earthquakes? Right? It's not matter. Cypher goes to the build, and one of these clips. Right? She's now in the cypher to understand the culture of God. That's how fast she travels on her way around the sun. Right? Or they both go by the sun and man. The sun and moon have attractive powers on these planets. The sun is who?
Black man.
The moon is who?
The earth.
So the planets would be then?
Planet Earth.
It would be the children. Because me and her coming together, the attractive power to create these planets that's grown from the beginning. This is coming through her. Well, peace to my queens. But just like the God, we tell the women too. There's a process, the 1 to 9, you gotta go through here. Peace to the queens. Peace to them, man. You want to know stuff, we there to assist you. Like some sisters come in, my God told me this is how we talk educate. I'm not gonna speak to the God's queen. You speak to God, you got any questions about that. But you come through this doorway and make them, I got a problem with that one. What you making up for? It's not what we was taught. Who your God's again? Just talk. Because it's about uplifting the black woman. See, we speak mathematics. Why is it the devil said on the best part of the planet Earth? That's the first degree. So the first is one. One is knowledge. So you have to first know, right? Because the earth belongs to the original name.
Teach.
Knowing that the devil, in this case, anything negative that was said on us, man, right? We wouldn't allow that. So we put him or it on the worst part. That's a great feat. That's a great science to call yourself. Not only are you supporting all life, like God, someone just got to be it, you're the home. Not Mercury, not Jupiter. The planet Earth is the home. So if the woman is the home, I'm not your apartment. I'm not the single room occupancy. I'm the kingdom. I'm the home here. I'm your heaven.
That's right.
Ever since what you made it. Because we both coming together for that particular purpose. The planet Earth is the home. Peace, God, I see you. Right? So it's important that we continue to highlight that. Sometimes, man, truth, we here to highlight and it's understanding the cipher. So we need to understand the cipher. Your understanding needs to add the cipher. Understanding is growing up from knowledge and what? Wisdom.
That's right, God.
So we need to see, okay, that's how I was taught. The most critical, supremely, adequately, and our audience is the 5%.
Teach.
Because first you will tell you everything so you show the food, how you see the days and mathematics. The queens will do that among one another, right? And the gods and the earth. But we, in order to grow, sometimes we have to take some criticisms here. But that's not what we do. A queen is not what we do. We do it to get right. No problem. But when you say that, because one of the sayings was, God, what's up? Sun, moon, and stars. Man, woman, and child. That's what you say back in the day. What's the earth, sun, moon? Why? Because that's man, woman, and child. Ain't nothing dead about that. Me, my woman, and my children. That's everything in the universe. Yes, sir. That's why we say, man, when we say knowledge, the people say that, well, this manifestation came later. I wasn't given that, although I quoted that later. Well, I was taught, come up with your own manifestation of how you perceive knowledge. But you'll hear Constantine Prince in 1974 in Parliament. I was awed by it. How the son is to the universe like the black man is to his family. And he was showing the relationship later on, each one of them all correspondence, God. As the sun shines in this universe, you shine in yours.
That's right.
And they talk about the moon, how the moon and is the black moon. That's how I know my own brother. Dead about that. That's some design and psychedelic wisdom that comes from about, ain't no dead, that's a universal flag. Saying God between dead, the body commissioned to put something dead on there, like the devil again on no partnership. But the history best served, she's the moon. She's the earth too. But to say to the earth, that's a great time to have. Why? Because photosynthesis is the process by which green plants receive oxygen via the light of the sun. So it's giving super power. So you have to be able to reproduce that. Not just the seed. Because that's the renewing of yourself and the renewing of yourself. I made another queen, that's renewing of you. I made another queen, king, that's renewing of him. Peace to that. You know, but to have, but also, going back at first degree, why the devil the best part. Like she said, no, she don't have to, in terms of weight. The garden had to do something else, but I reproduce so much like it's impossible for anything negative to settle on me. Somebody ringing the bell. Excuse me, can I come in? You a man, I'm not allowed out here. Some etiquette. Get out, get I'm looking for Shah, I'm gonna call him then. I'm looking for free, call him then. Right, boom, or anything. Not knowing that the woman and the man, using your term, God, interdependently work together. Interdependently. The archetypical form of creation is sun, moon, and stars. Man, woman, and child. Meaning we've been here for a long time. Me and her. Peace to her, man. History again, best records, man. Sometimes, man, our women had to overthrow some of these weak kings. Because they didn't move the king to the right. Hatshepsut, Nazima, the Candaces. Read Black Women Antiquities by Adelaide Sermon. Yeah, you have to read that too. History and her story is just as important. This doesn't negate the power of the black man. This is how great the teaching was. That I'm not allowing you neither. We pump the shit here, call us up a king, and we ruling people, and you can't do that correctly. And that teaching is reflected from a man to you. I'll take your head, clean up your shoulders. Yeah, I speak in Catholic, because history, let's register that. Portuguese came in there to take over Angola. They're going to kick, we'll let you take over. No, we ain't doing that. We fight. Take you, John. Let's go. We fight. Shut it up. Then, in instruction, black civilizations illustration, they shows when they had so much friction from her, they asked her to come to their meeting one day. Right? And she, of course, educated, she was afford to share. But they don't see like the Eastern people. When the dudes jump down, She said, I did through the whole negotiation. Yeah, how about that? This is how we do it. You know, but I'm saying the power of the black woman. We're not here to talk about what she can't do.
Thank you.
Or she ain't got this, we're not here to do that. We're here to highlight the beauty of her. Right? Because beauty is designed to be fine. That was the whole purpose later on. You know, because back in the day, you see, like, the Gulf, my oldest brothers around, some of these women wasn't wearing 3/4, as long as they would be fine. But God had it now. I have it, I'm going to tell you what you need. It walks you into, right? It'll make us an army. I'm not putting no 3/4 on you don't know yet. You may be refusing to eat pork. You look beautiful, but your mind ain't. See? Yeah, I'm attracted to your beauty. You were killing your face, where I don't talk on this. But you all wise. So you see, okay, you take your patient. You're not walking through, okay, we can't be together here. Well, I'm not compromising that.
Exactly.
If I'm coming to a parliament, you're not going to church. That's going done. I'm not going to be the God, you be the Muslim. I be the God, you be the Christian. You got somebody here like that. Right? I'm here to cause contention and argument. But that's not right with that, because that's confusing her. How do you send her to church and compromise and tell her about a man whom we talk about is our physical brother? But you come to a problem. I understand you walking through that. I went to the church and sit down with my sister and them, so I'm not disparaging, you know, the social quality of that. But we know who you are, the knowledge stuff, and so is this beautiful black woman. When we see the black man and we see the black woman, we see the divine in them. That's what we see. We hear that. Another thing too, when these teachers become full with these women sitting here, we need the women to sit right there. We need to get a good picture also. You know, that did, right. Well, how many rows?
6.
Oh, 6? Wow.
First quality road.
Yeah, big black man, no problem. Got you. Yeah. So, I just need to say that because that's important. We're here to assist, to build, not to assist. We're here to build with one another, right? Also, man, I'm remiss with my duty. Peace to Rashid back.
This guy.
Okay, right. That's it. So, peace to Shah. Another day, lastly, this is Earth Appreciation, right? I'm going to come back. We need to highlight this cycle. We have nation business. That should be the only thing that we should be deterred from in terms of something different that we're talking about here. I'm not telling you to say the same thing I'm saying or whatever, but please, man, it's Earth Appreciation. Don't tell me about why Allah see you born and y'all see God the devil when we talking about the beauty of the earth, man. It's Earth Appreciation. You want to appreciate the wisdom born, the wisdom built according to me, talk about that out there. Another thing, man, what is the meaning of civilization? I'm concluding this note. Right? Whatever knowledge, once again, the cultural refinement is not established to pursue happiness. What the rudiments of civilization is stay on that side of here. If you're not doing security, come this way the parliament is at. The parliament is not in the street, and the parliament is not here. And let me explain to you about beauty, and I'm going to conclude. I'm going to talk about my brother. But we got periodically, we have issues, unfortunately, with people on the block. Because of our behavior. Sometimes it's our behavior, and sometimes it's not. But make no mistake, yeah, it's also, I don't want you here also. So don't give me reason to. But make no mistake with this one either. You could be sitting here and no one there, and I still don't want you here. Why? Because your truth is diametrically opposite me. I welcome the drug dealer before I welcome you. Huh? Yeah, I'm not stupid. Peace is actually all confusion. I see that too. But when I walk, that don't mean I say, oh, peace is peace that I'm compromising in my view here. It's just that I'm respectful, I get it, because you was the man of the day. And this is why it's so frustrating sometimes when I see my brothers and some sisters, you know, adding on to that. But that's not why I'm here. Again, we're here to highlight civilization, and you can't talk about that without talking about the woman. You can't. You can't. And we're not here to talk about what the woman can't do. Shut up, cook my lips, go into your mouth. You talking about the beauty and the power. The L-O. Are people familiar? I'm sorry. I got you job on with what a prefix and a suffix is. Listen to this one. Huh? Do you know what a prefix and a suffix is? Yeah. Right. I had to argue with one of my big sisters about this one. You can't spell this particular prefix without spelling the suffix. Right? And that's God. Now, a whole lot of flack about this one. God is the black man. The D-S-S refers to the feminine principle. That comes from the mythology of the Greek. Right? Black women always been the queen, and what we have designated her as the earth. When you understand, other brothers are going to come on and add on about what the earth is. They will get their understanding as well. Right? That's a powerful sign to be, that's a powerful sign to be, to have, to call yourself. If your God calls you that at home, peace to you and your God. But we don't espouse that. Okay, this is the nation. We are large 5%, and the 5% is the God, and the 5% is also right. Nation is God and earth. Not God and goddesses. Okay, no disrespect. Because if you understand the power of and the truth of what the earth is, you wouldn't want to be called that. And with that, I'm going to say, peace!
If Mecca did this.